Hey everyone, Jennifer Lee Chen here from NBC Sports Bay Area. Some not great news from the 49ers in that Malik Mustafa had ACL surgery back in January and will miss likely some of the beginning of the 2025 season. So, what happened was in 2022, back when Malik Mustafa was at Wake Forest, he injured his ACL in January. He actually recovered fast enough to play 10 games that season. Unfortunately, where the graft was, that's where he got injured again. And it happened in the final game of the 2024 season when they were playing Arizona. He went in for a tackle, came up kind of gimpy. They sat him for the rest of the game, but we didn't think anything was seriously wrong. I thought they were just being careful, as did everybody else. So apparently, he felt okay the next day, and then a few days later had an MRI and it showed that there was a tear. I personally don't know whether it's a full tear or a partial tear of his ACL, but it is a tear enough that he needed to have surgery. So Malik Mustafa had surgery back in January. I saw him at the 49ers Pro Day and he was walking around, no limp. He was hanging out with um, Dominic Pooney, Sam Okwanu, Evan Anderson, and Malik. Malik was actually playing with the 49ers dog, the little Frenchie, and he looked fine. He's no crutches because it's been months now. No crutches, no limp. He looked normal. But they do think that he will miss some time. Now, Malik Mustafa appears to be a quick healer. He made it back in time to play 10 games in college at Wake Forest. So, again, where the they fixed the ligament, same spot, tore. So now he's had obviously NFL caliber surgeon fixing it, and I think he'll be much better off. So hopefully he'll be back before too long, but the 49ers did not tell anybody. No one told anybody. This happened back in January, so 4 months of secrecy. While this is not necessarily ideal for a team, I don't think they'll get in trouble for it because of the fact that they were trying to keep everything secret because of their draft board, um, who they intended to target, and they did. They selected a safety in the fifth round, and he will likely have a chance to be a starter because they'll need him because Malik Mustafa is going to miss some time. So, they picked Marquise Siegel. Marquise Siegel is a guy who can play safety. He's played linebacker. He's very versatile. They really like him. So, he's a guy who ran a 4.37 at the combine. So fast guy, versatile. I think he will probably get a chance to play while Malik Mustafa is recovering. They also have Jair Brown, obviously. Um, so that is the not so great news for the 49ers. But good news is that the surgery is done and he'll be ready at some point during the season. So some interesting picks on day three. They picked up another defensive tackle, CJ West, big guy. His interview was fantastic. He said he loves when the violence happens. He loves getting in there right underneath centers, slapping them in the face, getting under their skin. 6'1", 316 pounds. Shades of DJ Jones. DJ Jones is the comp. Obviously, they loved him when he was with the 49ers, and he got a big contract to play with Denver Broncos. Um, Jordan Watkins, that was pick number 138. He's a wide receiver out of Ole Miss. And I asked Kyle Shanahan, hey, what did you see from him? And they said they love his route running, they love his separation. He's also a willing blocker and he's got great hands. So that is what Kyle Shanahan said about Jordan Watkins. And now he also has some speed, ran a 4.37. He's a guy that, who knows when Brandon Ayuk is going to be ready? These are the starting receivers. Juwan Jennings. We don't know if Demarcus Robinson is going to be ready at week 1 because of the DUI. So he could face a suspension. So it's Juwan Jennings, it's Ricky Pearsall, and Jacob Cowing. So Jordan Watkins could get right in there and have some playing time. Their next pick, Jordan James, running back out of Oregon. He is really good. One change direction and gets upfield really fast. I spoke to my friend John Canzano, who covers the Ducks, and said, man, he's a really good pick. He really likes him. He said, sneaky good pickup, great body control, runs hard, works hard, selfless. Thought he was Oregon's best back, and that's saying a lot. He said he's got a lot of miles on him left because they didn't use him as much. They are a pass first team up in Oregon. So, I think they got a guy who, he's a Jordan, who's a running back. Also, when the scouting department and John Lynch, they were up there at Oregon's Pro Day, they really liked how he could cut and run, but they also saw him catch passes. So they do think that there are shades of, could he be Christian McCaffrey's backup? It's also Isaac Guerrero. So now they have three running backs that can also catch passes, which are a really good thing. All right, we talked about pick at 160. That was Marquise Siegel, Kansas State. 4'3'7". He's 5'11", 199 pounds. He's a safety. I think he's going to get some playing time because of Malik Mustafa's injury. All right, so they didn't have any picks until later in round 7. They picked up a quarterback from Indiana, Curtis Rourke. I know everybody's like, why did they pick up quarterback? Um, he is going to kind of redshirt a year. He had an ACL injury, played through the entire season, turned that Indiana State program or Indiana program around, not Indiana State, Indiana program around. He's a Hoosier. He's 6'4", 220, and they loved how he processed, the fact that he delivers the ball on time. That's why they picked him up. He's going to be in there. It's going to be Brock Purdy, Mac Jones, Tanner Mordecai, and Curtis Rourke. All right. In their second to last pick, they picked an offensive lineman finally. Connor Colby, guard out of Iowa. And he's already, George Kittle is a fan of him. He's 6'6", 309 pounds, all first team, all Big Ten. He's a right guard, but he could transfer over to left guard. That's the spot that they have open. I'm sure it's going to be competition with Ben Barch, Nick Sikel, Matt Hennessy, but Connor Colby could be in there. He also could, be, I don't know if he could be a backup tackle, but he's 6'6", so he's generally a guard. I think he's going to compete for that left guard position. They still need a swing tackle. Yes, I know. There maybe Spencer Burford, we're not sure, but yeah, they're gonna see what happens. And then, maybe on cut down day, there's a guy that can come in and be that left guard position. Pick 252, the 49ers' final and 11th pick of the draft, Junior Berggren. He is a wide receiver out of Montana, and he is a returner. And this is the pick for the special teams coordinator who just arrived shortly after the end of the season. He returned 8 returns for touchdowns. It's pretty good. He also has 16.7 yards per return, which is number 3, I think, in Big Sky Conference. Is it Big Sky? Let's see. Da-da-da. Yeah, Big Sky honors. One of the only players that has a higher return average from the Big Sky, Cooper Kupp, 17 yards. He had 16.7. Pretty darn good. So yes, he also had 145 receptions for 1,777 yards. That's over 4 seasons at Montana. Let's see. He also ran some footballs. He had 139 carries, so he could be a running back as well, play a ball carrier. 139 carries for 577 yards and 4 touchdowns. Yeah, he's a guy that could be good on special teams. So that is the draft recap. I'm posting up some videos of John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, also the scouting department, Josh Willems, Tarek Ahmad, and RJ Gillen. So stay tuned for those, and I'll probably talk to you guys tomorrow. Happy end of the draft. Hope you guys are all well, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.